Hello everyone, welcome to another top 3 video. Today we're going to talk all about the top 3 Harlequins Warlord traits. If you haven't already, hit that subscribe button and the notifications bell just in the corner there so you know each time we release one of these videos. So, Warlord traits then. Let's have a look what Harlequins have got. In at number 3, I have got Player of the Twilight. I think it's cool because Harlequins, especially with the White Dwarf supplement that was released for them, have got a lot of really cool stratagems now that you want to use. They've introduced a lot of pivotal roles as well, and you know there are stratagems that you can use to gain extra pivotal roles, but then you're using CPs. Then there are amazing like redeployment stratagems that can save you if you go second or first in the first turn, and you can redeploy to adjust to that, but they cost 2 CPs. You can hit somebody in combat and then run away. That also costs 2 CPs. And what this Warlord trait allows you to do is you roll a d6 each time you or your opponent spends any CPs on a stratagem. And if the dice that you roll, if the result on the dice that you roll matches the exact number of CPs that stratagem costs, you immediately gain that many command points. It's so powerful, especially because the latest Harlequin FAQ states that the limit to only gaining 1 CP from any sort of regen abilities like this per battle round does not apply to any CPs gained this way, meaning if your opponent or yourself were to use a stratagem that costs 3 command points and you rolled a 3 on your d6, you would gain 3 command points, not 1, which is absolutely incredible, especially when you're getting 1 at the start of your command phase anyway, and then you can regen from anything from 1, 2, 3, even 4 on some of the stratagems like the Death Guard Cloud of Flies now. If you use that on a Terminator squad, it costs you 4 CP. So your opponent uses that against you and you roll a 4, you've just gained 4 command points. So I think it's a very good Warlord trait considering you've got so many stratagems in your army that you want to use. The reason why it's come in at number 3 is because, of course, it's very dicey. You have to, it's not like a fixed number you have to roll. You've got to roll the exact amount of CP that the stratagem costs. So that's why it's in at number 3. In at number 2, I've got the Luck of the Laughing God. Now, this one's awesome because what it lets you do is reroll hit rolls, wound rolls, and damage rolls of 1 for your Warlord. Now, it might not seem that great on its own, but it is if you combo it with stuff. So, for example, if you were to take the Twilight Fang relic on one of your characters, say a Troop Master, then he would be hitting on 2s and he would be re-rolling his 1s, which means he's basically going to hit with everything. Now, the Twilight Fang is a great relic because it makes the user strength 5, minus 3 AP and flat 2 damage, but you also gain a number of attacks equal to the battle round. So say it was battle round 3, for example, he would have 8 attacks, and if he is Frozen Stars, he would have 9 attacks. Then he would be hitting on 2s, re-rolling 1s with this Warlord trait that we've given him now. He's strength 5, so if he's, what you'll mainly use this guy for is bullying small units off objectives. So if he's hitting something toughness 3, toughness 4, which is what most people's objective holding units are, he's winning on 3s, re-rolling 1s again. And then he's minus 3 and he's flat 2 damage. So he can be at 65 points, because you've got to remember this relic replaces a Harlequin's Blade, which is free. So at 65 points, this Troop Master can just go round skirting the edges of the board. You can even buy him a transport if you want to get him there better, and he can just pick small units off objectives and gain you a load of points. So I think that's a brilliant Warlord trait. Number 1, though, like I've been saying, number 1 has always got to be if there's something that's a great force multiplier. So Player of the Light. We had Player of the Twilight in at number 3, and we've got Player of the Light in at number 1. And what that lets you do is re-roll charge rolls for your Warlord and friendly mask units. Not just infantry, friendly mask units within 6 inches of him. That's incredible for your bikes, your troop, even other characters, and of course himself. They can all re-roll charge rolls. Now, for an army that excels in combat and everybody can fall back and charge and advance and charge, this is hands down the best Warlord trait, because the amount of times you'll fail your first charge roll then you'll re-roll it and you get it off, and then you go, oh, that's my CP gone now. I don't have any more re-rolls. And there's so many dicey rolls that happen. You're like, oh, if I just had a re-roll here, if I just have a re-roll there, it'd be amazing. Now, giving everybody re-roll charges is the most powerful Warlord trait you can give to an all-combat army like this. So that's why it comes in at number 1 for me. Like I say, these are my top 3 Warlord traits. If you have any that have been doing really well for you, please leave them in the comments below for everybody to share. And until the next video, I'll see you later, guys.